Good morning, Mr. Curran's class. My name is Steve Goldberg, and I'm in Durham, North Carolina, and I look forward to working with you tomorrow. We're going to be looking at what's going on in Syria a little bit, and the way this happened, the origin of this visit, excuse my cough, is early Friday morning. This article was on the front page of the Washington Post. And it talked about how journalist Anthony Shadid died while covering what's going on in Syria. And he's 43 years old. I'm 43 years old. This story was particularly powerful for me for some reason. So this morning, to try to follow the story, I went onto Twitter, which I'm guessing you're familiar with, and typed in Anthony Shadid. There have been more tweets since I did this earlier this morning, but a lot of really complimentary things to be said about this reporter. He's seen as one of the top foreign correspondents of our generation, and he had a book that was about to come out. It's still going to come out, even though he died recently. He had an asthma attack when he was in Syria and wasn't able to get he died because of that. So I clicked on this article here, and it took me to this New York Times excerpt, and this is a picture of Anthony Shadid, and it talks about where he comes from, and you can, at Mr. Curran's discretion, read this article. Again, it's not that long. It's from a book he has coming out called House of Stone, but might give you a little more background about him. So when I read this article, I went and did a little bit of research about him, and I figure that he's covering a war, and I'm guessing that you guys don't know much about what's going on in Syria. I could be wrong, but we'll find out a little bit of that today, and hopefully you'll generate some questions for me about that. But one of the things that Mr. Curran and I thought it would be good to focus on is what's going on in Syria, and why does it matter, and why was Anthony Shadid risking his life to report what was going on there. Earlier in his career, he was injured while reporting in the West Bank in 2002, and he's won a couple Pulitzer Prizes, which I'm sure you'll learn about. This is just some of the research I did looking at him, and we'll look at this in some more depth coming up. So anyway, that's just a quick morning intro, and that it came from a Twitter feed, and I'll sort of see what happens if we look at some of the new tweets that have come in. Yeah, here's another article about him that you can see there's a lot of things folks have looked at. How common are deaths from asthma? But we're going to focus on him and his career and what he was doing in Syria. So, and this is a post reflecting on his passion. So, one of my passions is helping students better engage with the world. And again, I look forward to doing that with you guys on Tuesday morning. Have a good one. Take care.